What if the smartest way to grow wealth wasn't picking better bets, but sizing them right? Most people size positions with gut feel. Too small, and a real edge barely compounds. Too large, and one bad streak can wipe you out, even when the odds are in your favor. In 1956, Bell Labs researcher John Kelly published a formula that answers one question: given a true edge, what fraction of your bankroll should you risk? Here's the Kelly Criterion for a simple bet. F star equals BP minus Q, all over B. P is your win probability. Q is 1 minus P. B is the net odds you get paid when you win. The result is the fraction of your current bankroll to put at risk. Take an even money coin that's 60% likely to land heads. For even money, Kelly simplifies to 2P minus 1. Plug in 0.60, and you get 20%. Not everything. Not a token amount. 20% of bankroll each flip, the growth maximizing fraction under the model. Start with $100 and always resize. Win, and the next bet is 20% of 120. Lose, and the next bet is 20% of 80. The fraction stays fixed. The dollars change with your bankroll. Why 20%? Because Kelly maximizes the expected log of wealth, the long-run compound growth rate. It balances two forces, capturing the edge, and surviving losing streaks so compounding can continue. Bet zero, and you never use the edge. Bet everything, and a short losing streak ends the game. Kelly sits in the middle, aggressive enough to grow, cautious enough to stay alive. In markets, a continuous approximation is often written as excess expected return over variance. Bigger edge means larger size. Bigger uncertainty means smaller size. It is an intuition, not a single stock-picking recipe, and it can imply aggressive leverage if you plug in naive numbers. But there's a catch. Full Kelly assumes you know the edge. In markets, you don't. Misestimate the edge and full Kelly can turn into overbetting, which is worse for long-run wealth than underbetting. Past a critical fraction, long-run growth can turn negative even with a true edge. Underbetting only slows you down. Overbetting can erase the edge entirely. That's why practitioners often use half Kelly, or even less. In the continuous model, half Kelly keeps about 3/4 of the maximum growth rate, with a much smaller chance of deep drawdowns, and a wider margin for estimation error. Under that model, full Kelly has about a 1 in 2 chance of ever falling to half your bankroll. Half Kelly cuts that risk to about 1 in 8. The idea spread beyond the lab. Claude Shannon introduced Kelly's paper to Edward Thorp at MIT. Thorp applied Kelly-style sizing to blackjack and later investing, not as a magic stock tip, but as a discipline for sizing when you believe you have an edge. In a famous classroom-style experiment, people faced a coin they were told was 60% heads. The Kelly answer was still 20%. Yet about 28% of subjects went broke, and the average ending bankroll lagged far behind the growth optimal path, because sizing is hard even when the edge is known. The formula is simple. Honest edge estimates are the hard part. Remember 3 things. Size from edge and odds, not from gut confidence. Overbetting is more dangerous than underbetting. When the edge is uncertain, use a fraction of Kelly. And just to be clear, this is education, not financial advice.